Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Return of the Mage King. Today we are going to start moving some things downstairs. And yeah, my drill's right here. In order to start this move, we're going to need to make a few more conduits and other various items. See, I already have some tanks set up downstairs because we're going to be moving the Viz down. And what we're going to do, let's see, I have a few conduits in here actually. We're going to make a Viz valve, so I need a lever as well. And lever. Klein star is there. And just need to get down to the lever. And craft that quick. 2 Viz conduits and the Viz valve. Now next we're going to make it into an advanced Viz valve. Let's see, a crystal, tainted crystal with gold. I got the gold. Just need to get the crystals, which are in here. That one's tainted. Here's a normal. So that in the middle, the gold, the taint, and the Viz. And now we got our advanced Viz valve. Actually, we're going to need 2 of those. So, let me get the resources again. We need these because we are going to be setting up Viz and taint storage individually. In other words, Viz is going to go into one tank and taint into the other. And you do want to keep some taint around because it actually does have benefits. And down we go. Now these are the storage tanks that I'm going to be using. And it took a lot of research to get to this, but I have pretty much all the common level knowledge and pretty much all the forbidden level knowledge. This is one of the few bits of taint knowledge I have. And what we're going to do is plop these valves down. And that one can be Viz, and this one can be taint. There we go. So then what we're going to do is we're going to run a pipe straight up through the top of the ceiling where it's going to connect to a cauldron. And it will look pretty neat watching the purple goo flow down the pipe and split into 2 different tanks. Now what I'm going to do as a secondary option on the taint one is when it's full, it's going to send excess taint to a filtration system. There it will be purified out of existence. Now, it's actually going to be a pretty complicated thing to set up, but I'm going to be pretty happy with it after it's done. And there will probably be pipes sticking out from various parts of the wall. Not to mention I'm going to have pipes going under the floor to the various machines that they need to go to, and then into a return system. It's going to be very complex and very fun to do. I am excited to do it. Alright, so let's get out of this hole. I haven't really been working on these hallways very much at all, because I've been wanting to hold off on building for a little while, because otherwise it's going to get really boring and I'm going to go crazy. Sounds like we have a visitor. Huh. Doesn't seem to be over here, though. Yep, knew that's what was happening. Ooh, look at all those reeds. Ugh, allergies. I can feel them trying to make me sneeze. Get all this wonderful vegetation. There we go. That's good enough. Ooh, we're up to 13. This is going pretty good. Don't need that. Oh yes, there was another thing I was doing down in the basement. Okay, there must be a cave system that thing's in, because I don't see it at all. I've been toying around with putting some sort of support architecture and decoration underneath these things, and I'm kind of partial to this one myself. And I was just curious if anyone else had an opinion on it. Alright, the corner ones you kind of have to do this, because, well, just because of the way it's angled. I'd like to hear back from anyone on whether this is a good design, and I'll take all advice into consideration. So far I've only done this bottom layer because I don't know if I like it or not. You know what? That actually looks kind of cool from down here. The glowing niter. Oh jeez. My nose is just killing me. Alright, let's move on. Oh yeah, the reinforced tank is actually very easy to make. In fact, I have it right here, so we don't have to flip through my spell book. It is just a tank with some thaumium ingot. And a hefty amount of viz, honestly, but it's worth it. Because you can store taint without fear of it exploding. More crystals. I'm actually getting a fair amount of crystals from here still, so that's pretty good. Anyway, I do need to make one more of those those reinforced tanks, because we're gonna start moving that Viz, and in order to move it, we kind of need in-between tank, because I don't want to make a huge amount of conduits yet. You hear a skeleton somewhere. I'm curious as to where it is. I'm gonna have to take a poke around in a moment. And we'll keep a 7th one out just... There is indeed a skeleton. And I think it might be behind this wall. Yeah, it's most likely behind that wall. Why is there a skeleton behind my wall? Let's see... Cave mode? It doesn't show there's anything behind the wall. No cave-like area. Huh. Oh well. Ignoring that for now. And probably forever. Let's face it, I don't care. Conduit. I forgot the recipe for that again. Conduit, wood and glass, and redstone. I forgot the redstone again. And the tank is just the enchanted wood, right? Yes, it is. Okay, let's get the redstone. And wood. Not in the right category. I think I can change that pretty quick though. There you go, wood. I'm going to keep this out too because I'm going to end up needing more. And already I'm screwing up the recipe. So 8 more conduits. And I can hear that slime again. Enchanted wood. I seem to be out of enchanted wood. It's not my bag, is it? Oh, it is. Okay. So not out of enchanted wood, just not being very good at remembering things. And the glass panes, there we go. Another Viz storage tank. And I don't currently have any ingots on me. Darn it! I need those ingots. And we're gonna use iron for it. Iron and a crystal. Then that and this. Perfect. Then we just need to pop that off. I don't know why it makes a hissing sound when I break it, because there's not supposed to be anything in it. And we're going to need one of these bellows. And what we're going to be doing is 2, 3, 4. I don't want to break out the wall, so gonna do that. No. There we go. So it's going to slowly draw all of the viz into this tank. And when that's done, I can start moving these tanks over. That slime is really annoying. And it's done. So I break the conduits down, break out these tanks, and I am going to have to go behind the wall and get the rest of my conduits back, because, well, it's a lot better than making new ones. Take this bellows. And this is where it's going to be trickier. Well, actually not really, because the hallway's either 2 blocks or 1 block. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tank. And the pump. So yeah, this is a fairly long process. I should be able to get it down here just fine. But what we're going to do is put this on hold for a bit. Because I remember last episode I was making the airship, and I do really want to get the airship made. So for now, the Viz is going to sit here. Actually, I'm going to move it into the reinforced tank. Just in case. I'm pretty sure that the Viz won't cause anything to explode on its own, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Can you blame me? Alright, that's going to work its way over. We are going to put all these in there. And then we're going to go up here and start making... Oh, there it is. Gonna make a wireless receiver, and that requires a receiver dish, Rether pearl. Oh yeah, these are very expensive. I forgot that. see, I do have an ender pearl. Yes, I do. We're gonna need 6 of these rether pearls. So, I think it's gonna be 24 redstone total. Stop hissing at me. And then 24 glowstone dust. Oh yeah, expensive. Yep, I was right on the money. 6 each. Spendy recipes to make a wonderful flying device. Goddamn snakes. Oh, there it is. Ow! I wasn't doing anything to you. Stupid snake. Yeah, I could just be using the Viz pump. Oh well. The Viz pump is going to be coming in handy when I have to make the return system. Oh yeah, I was making these sticks. And then we need a bowl, which is stone. And I have glass on me, so we can get the stone pretty fast. $18 stone, there we go. Yep, just need to do this, and then that, and then we need 6 more obsidian sticks. And we're going to need stone wafers, which we get by cooking stone in an oven again. And we're going to need stone wires. That requires 1 each. So 3 per, that's 18. So I need 9 stone. I also need to get some food. Couple apples. There we go. Delicious. Right, and 2 redstone per recipe, so 12 redstone. Come on, hurry up. I probably should have put the overclockers in for this, but it's such a small amount, it wouldn't have made too big a difference. There we go. All done. Right. So, 12 redstone wire tablets. And now we craft it. so, and we're done. Let's get up to our platform and cram these things where they need to go. Not going to bother flying because it's kind of a waste of energy when I have a ladder. And my battery boxes are getting filled. Yeah, I got the battery boxes back in. And every spot has its own battery box. Everything is powered. Something doesn't seem to be quite right with this design. But it is. Let's see, so... I want 1 to be forward, 2 to be left, 3 to be right, 4 to be back. Yeah, there's no reason for me to fly there. Here there kind of is. 3 is right. 1 is forward. Two is left. And now I need to put one of these here. I have a feeling I messed something up building this, which isn't a good feeling. Let's see, 5 will be up. And 6 is down. So that's the wireless redstone part. I need to make some red alloy ingots so I can make some wires. So I'm gonna actually cut away while I'm cooking that up. And I'll see you in a few. Alright, got my red alloy ingots. For those who actually want to know how to make them, it's just copper with some redstone in your alloy furnace. About the same amount as nickelite. And what you do with that is put 3 in your crafting bench, and you get 12 red alloy wires. I also quickly put together a wireless transmitter, which same recipe as the receiver, just without a dish. And we're going to set that here with a lever here, because we're going to give this thing a test run today. I just need to attach all the wires. And this was where I was questioning whether I did it right. I think just to be safe, I'll put that there. That way, it's not going to move anything. Oh, and I need to put this frame back. And that's to make sure it doesn't get caught. Alright, let's give this a test run. Testing forward motion. Works. And it will only work every time it gets the redstone signal. In other words, I have to have a timer or sequencer. Actually, timer, yeah. Timer would work better. To repeat a pulse. Alright, testing left. Testing right. And there you can actually see it in action. Testing reverse. Testing up. And testing down. There you have it. 6-axis engine, and I remembered I forgot to link the video in the last description. I will change that and relink it in this description, because these guys made pretty neat 6-axis engines. This one, I believe, is their most compact and the best one. So there you have it, a 6-axis engine, capable of going any direction I feel like. And it is the bulk of our machine, actually. We are going to be making a platform up here where I will control everything. I'll have a little cockpit seat, levers for every motor. And yeah, this is going to be a pretty fun project, actually. Down here I'm going to make a coupling platform. And what I mean by that is I'm going to have a lever I can flip, and it will put a frame in place that will allow me to connect to a platform that can have whatever I want on it. One moment I am having bad frame FPS for whatever reason. Alright, that seemed to fix it. I don't know what it is. I just stopped Fraps and restart it, and my FPS shoots right back up to normal. Irritating, but I can live with it. Anyway, the first thing I'm going to make is a mobile quarry platform. It'll be a lot more efficient than that thing over there. And it'll be more efficient and faster, actually, because I'll be able to dig a hole all the way to bedrock level very fast, get all the resources from it, and maybe even condense it while I'm collecting them. And the only things that won't be condensed would be ores and Viz crystals. And possibly items from chests. Because that's one major downside of that quarry is, if it encounters a chest, it'll break the chest, you won't get anything out of it. So that's a lot of stuff just gone forever. Oop. Well, I'm going to end this episode here. We're at the half-hour mark. Hope you guys have enjoyed. And hope you guys are willing to give these 6-axis engines a try. They are probably the best thing you can make with red power. Aside from sorting machines and computers. Which I do not know how to make a computer and run it. So it'll be some time before you see me try to tackle one of those. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit the like button. Actually, please hit the like button, because I would actually like to get a little bit of a wider audience. It's more fun with more people involved. Plus, more people probably can give me a better idea on things to do. Cause let's face it, I run out of ideas. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe so you can see when more episodes come out. Fave if you really enjoy the series. And I'll see you next time.